Hello. It is currently the evening of Tuesday, uh February 4th. Yeah. The evening Tuesday, February 4th. Well, nighttime really. It's like almost 10 o'clock at night. So I don't know if anybody else can relate to this, but I struggle sometimes when I'm trying to do like a weekly update, like for example, Whip Wednesday, because um I try to stay on top of that, but then something inevitably happens, as it does when you have kids and work and life and all that stuff. And then I feel like I can't post on my designated day until that next day, and then it keeps happening. So I think the way that I'm going to combat that moving forward is just to post every single day, no matter how small the update. Um, so And I know my last video, it literally had a sound in the middle of it, and I don't know how to take it out. I don't think you can after it's posted. I'm not filming it again because I already did like extra work. But I was talking about how I kept having to restart my Step by Step sweater by Florence Miller. It is a free pattern on Ravelry, and there's a very in-depth YouTube tutorial. I'm doing a little bit of modifications, not anything crazy. I didn't necessarily want to do a folded collar. The pattern has instructions for like a non-folded collar, but also to do a folded collar. I didn't necessarily want to do a folded collar, so I think what I'm going to do is just make it an extra long non-folded collar for like a kind of turtleneck type thing. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't think that will be too hard of a modification for me. Also, I'm not going back to fix it, but I am doing, instead of 1x1 ribbing, I'm doing 2x2. I don't know if you can see here. I don't know what I did, but there's a hole there. And I can't really identify what happened. It doesn't really look like there is a like dropped stitch. It looks like it was just super loose. In my last video, I did mention that I was working on a sock, that I was on the toe. I have since finished the sock, and I tried it on, and it fits fine, but I can tell that this yarn is just, it's gonna need to be blocked. It's gonna need to loosen up a little bit. It feels very stiff. This is one sock, and I have casted on the second sock, but it's like a mismatch between those two. The other sock pattern has it's paid, but there's also a pretty in-depth tutorial on YouTube as well. So that pattern has like a 2x2 ribbing down the front until you get to the toe, and the 2x2 ribbing is until you start the heel. After your heel is done, it's the bottom is just regular stockinette. It has a round toe and a mock short row heel, which I find that these fit my feet and comfort a little bit better than the decreased toe in the vanilla sock. And I don't like the way that the heel is in the vanilla sock, the slip stitch one. I like this one better. It fits better on my foot. I think it looks a little better just for my personal taste. Not that there's anything wrong with the other one. But those are kind of how I mismatched the two patterns together. Where it comes in play with being similar to the vanilla sock is that it's just got the ribbing up top, and it's just like stockinette all the way down. Those are the only two patterns I've ever done for socks. If you have any fairly beginner friendly patterns to check out for socks, I would love to hear them. I am absolutely in love with knitting socks. This will actually be my first full pair of socks. I've knit 3 socks so far. I knit one in some spare yarn. My first one, it took forever and there's a lot of mistakes. I'm considering it a practice sock because it doesn't even stay on my foot properly. I don't think it was the right kind of yarn. And then I knit 2 more with some Christmas yarn. And I won't be making pairs because I realized after I got over how pretty the colors were that the tinsel in the yarn was really uncomfortable. So I am now with this yarn. No tinsel, fits fine. Once the second one's done, I will block it and it'll be more comfortable that way. And I have the step-by-step sweater. I told you guys also that I am expecting some yarn to come in for a secret project that has shipped today. So as soon as that happens, I'm going to have to take a little bit of a break from some of these projects. But once that is all wrapped up, I can share more about the secret project.